Mick Parkin and Lukasz Brzeski in the UFC heavyweight division just got added to UFC 304, and it is looking like one of the final fights to be added, as we are at 11 fights on UFC 304. Obviously, we have the heavyweight interim title on the line, and then we have a training partner of Tom Aspinall also fighting, also up and coming. Well, Tom Aspinall isn't up and coming, but he is up and coming, and he is undefeated, taking on Lukasz Brzeski, who, I'm going to be quite honest with you, has not had the best of luck in the UFC heavyweight division. Started on the Contender Series, had a win over Dylan Potter. I'm not too sure why they got turned to a no contest. Then he ended up losing. A lot of people think it was a robbery to Martin Bidet. Got out-wrestled by Carl Williams. Got knocked out by Waldo Cortez Acosta. And then he just showed to have better cardio than Walter Walker in his last fight. He's got good striking, okay takedown defense, but he's not very big. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. He's not very big for this heavyweight division. His last weigh-in with Walter Walker, I think Walter cut weight to make the heavyweight limit. He got weighed in at 264 pounds, whereas Brzeski weighed in at 236 pounds. I know sometimes you can see the smaller guys at heavyweight having some success, but Mick is a guy I do believe cuts a little bit of weight to make that heavyweight limit. He's right on that edge, that tipping point. Just a lot bigger than Lukasz Brzeski right here, and he's younger, same height and a little bit lengthier. He's just the bigger fighter, and I do believe he's going to have the better striking, not just because of the size advantage, but he is a pretty fast striker and has a good stand-up game. Wrestling and grappling, I think, shouldn't matter too much in this fight, but I do believe Mick Parkin is going to have the better boxing than Lukasz Brzeski, the better kickboxing than Lukasz Brzeski, and I do kind of assume this fight is going to stay on the feet. Lukasz has only been knocked out by one guy in his UFC tenure, and that was Waldo Cortez Acosta. Mick Parkin, I mean, he has a few knockout wins, 5 KO wins, but he's on a 3-fight decision win streak inside of the UFC. I would love to say this is the fight where he finally gets a knockout, because that'd be awesome. He was on a crazy streak of finishes before he got into the UFC, but I don't think he's going to finish Lukasz. I wish he would, because that would propel him right into that top 15. But I do have my man Mick Parkin winning this fight and remaining undefeated. Moving on to 10-0 in the heavyweight division after this fight with Lukasz Brzeski. I'll go 29-28. I think Lukasz might be able to do a little bit good on the feet and win maybe one round at the very minimum. But should be at least a funner heavyweight fight. Some of the heavyweight fights lately have been horrible. This might be pretty good. And yeah, if you guys want all of my bets for MMA, I'm going to put my UFC 302 bets in my Patreon in a few days coming here. So check the link in the description or that pinned comment. Put your predictions for this fight in the comment sections as well. I'd love to see what you guys think. And we'll see you in the next one. Mick Parkin, ladies and gentlemen.